Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna, illustrating text 42 of chapter 10, The Opulence of the Absolute of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 42. Athva bahunaitain kima gyaten tava arjuna vishtabhya mindam krutsanam mekam shen sthito jagata. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. The Supreme Lord is represented throughout the entire material universes by his entering into all things as the Super Soul. The Lord here tells Arjuna that there is no point in understanding how things exist in their separate opulence and grandeur. He should know that all things are existing due to Krishna's entering them as Super Soul. From Brahma, the most gigantic entity, on down to the smallest ant, all are existing because the Lord has entered each and all and is sustaining them. There is a mission that regularly propounds that worship of any demigod will lead one to the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Supreme Goal. But worshipping of demigods is thoroughly discouraged herein because even the greatest demigods like Brahma and Shiva represent only part of the opulence of the Supreme Lord. He is the origin of everyone born and no one is greater than him. He is Asama Urdhava, which means that no one is superior to him and that no one is equal to him. In the Padma Purana, it is said that one who considers the Supreme Lord Krishna in the same category with demigods, be they even Brahma or Shiva, becomes at once an atheist. If, however, one thoroughly studies the different descriptions of the opulences and expansions of Krishna's energy, then one can understand without any doubt the position of Lord Shri Krishna and can fix his mind in the worship of Krishna without deviation. The Lord is all pervading by the expansion of his different potencies. By partial representation, the Super Soul who enters into everything that is. Pure devotees therefore concentrate their minds in Krishna's consciousness. In full devotional service, therefore, they are always situated in the transcendental position. Devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter in verses 8 through 11. That is the way of pure devotional service. How one can attain the highest devotional perfection of association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been thoroughly explained in this chapter. Srila Baladeva Vidya Bhushana, a great Acharya in disciplic succession from Krishna, concludes his commentary on this chapter by saying, Yaka Shakti Lesat Suryodaya Bhavanti Ati Ugraha Tejasaha Yada Amsena Dhruttam Viswam Sa Krishno Dasme Arkayate. From Lord Krishna's potent energy, even the powerful sun gets its power, and by Krishna's partial expansion, the whole world is maintained. Therefore, Lord Shri Krishna is worshipable. Thank you.